Good evening, everybody. This is Dacey Jones. We're live from our Pizza Hut in Bucyrus on this Monday evening with Coach's Corner West. We'll be doing Bucyrus, Winford, and Buckeye Central of the show tonight. Up first, it's Tim Plumley of the Bucyrus Redmond. Our show brought to you in part by Adam Weisner and the Associates in Advanced Fiber Technology. Coach Tim Plumley, Bohemian Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Matt Studer, Spitzer, Chrysler Dodge, Jeep Ram Kia, just a mile east of the Richland Mall. Rob Lust at Edgefield Animal Clinic in Marion. Matt Ramsey, John Ziegler, Drew Young, Frank Highland, and everybody at Bucyrus Blades, serving worldwide markets since 1951. And Roger Brown at Winks Lock and Safe, South Poplar at West Warren Street, Bucyrus. My privilege to welcome aboard Coach Tim Plumley. We had a tough game against Dannville. Coach, I knew Dannville was pretty good, but I didn't expect 42 to nothing. I don't think you did either.
No, we didn't expect it to be 42 to nothing. We expected it to be a dogfight. They came out and really took it to us up front on both sides of the ball, and we kind of struggled with that, and then they forced us into some errors that we typically didn't make.
All right, now, I'm talking to Dan Messerschmidt after the game. He told me that it was lost in the trenches in the offensive and defensive line. They were just much bigger, quicker, and stronger.
I would agree with that, but I also think that there were plenty of corrections we could make. That if we play our style of game and do it well,
for example,
I think in that type of game, they are a physical dominant team. We are probably going to be against that style of team. We are going to need to throw the ball and be real accurate in our routes, real precise in our protection, and then Malachi has to be accurate getting the ball to him. And we weren't those things, so the game got out of hand.
All right, Malachi still was 11 of 25, no picks, and virtually all the offense coming through throwing the ball.
Yes, we didn't have a lot of offense, and the protection broke down, and Malachi was scrambling quite a bit. There were a lot of short passes. We didn't hit the big play like we do when we're clicking. So there's a lot of opportunities for improvement. I do feel the kids played hard. We just made too many mistakes, and some of them were unforced. I'll say just kind of more mental errors. That if we clean that up, we have to play our style against that kind of team, and we weren't able to do that.
They did nearly all their offense on the ground. They had 324 yards on the ground, 324 yards total, 301 on the ground.
Yeah, they're big up front. Their running back was a big, stout kid. He ran hard. The quarterback's a really good athlete. Hard to break down in the open field. They also have an excellent receiver, but they didn't need him. But it did come down to what happened up front.
All the touchdowns from them running the ball, except a 79-yard punt return.
Yes. And special teams is a huge part of it. Anytime
we talked about that early on.
Yeah, anytime they score on special teams, it just is a big gives them momentum and kills any type of momentum that we have.
Right now, we've got Malachi Bayless, the quarterback, Blaine Barlow, who's one of the running backs and also a corner, and Cam Lewis, wide receiver, safety, and now a linebacker as well. We're going to talk to these guys here in just one moment. Our show brought to you by Lee Pliable and Brad Seibert, the Pliable Insurance Group, Bucyrus and Galleon, Hannah Newton, Wendy's, downtown Bucyrus and Upper Sandusky, North Central State College, Mansfield, and the Crawford Success Center in Bucyrus, Tabitha Smith and everybody at Wavecraft Industries, Rod Steiger and everybody at Pizza Hut, Bucyrus and Galleon, the host of this show since 1992. And the Burkhardt family at Burkhardt Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer on Luminette Winchester Road. Malachi Davis has got the microphone right now. Malachi, the quarterback, and I know you didn't have a game like you wanted to have. Malachi, I don't know if you've seen this. You know what this is?
Yeah.
Did you look at it yet?
Not good.
Well, no. It's actually you did so well the first week that it averaged out the second week, and you're still number 2 in total offense in the league. You got a percentage of 57.9% completions, 400 15 yards through the air, 5 touchdowns. So, you know, if you could have had a second week like you did the first week, you'd be ahead of everybody.
Yeah, Kate Holman and the upper offense, they throw a lot, so I think we'll be battling a lot this year with that position.
All right.
But mainly I want to score, I want to win.
No, that's good. And you know something? The vast majority of the people that wear red and black want you to win. And so you know, talk to me a little bit about you know, what you feel the future holds for Bucyrus football this season.
After week 1, I thought we took a good step. Then,
by the way, did you guys know that what M Valley did last weekend?
Yep.
They kicked the daylights out of somebody. It was 55-0 or something like that. They just kicked the absolute daylights out of somebody. So, you know, that wasn't a fluke, you guys.
yeah, that was a fun game. That's how I expect our offense to execute. We have good wide receivers. We're too good at offense to be shut out like that. I was disappointed with that. We knew what they were doing.
Was there a defensive line in your backfield before you could, you know?
No, some instances, yeah. But most of the time, I got the ball out quick, we hit it short. They're just, I wasn't putting the ball on the line, the deep balls, which it sailed, so wide receiver just kept going out of bounds a little bit, and that wasn't connecting.
All right. So you feel like next week's another week, and these guys coming up this weekend, they're pretty tough too.
Yeah, I think we're prepared for what they have. Their D-line's pretty big. The secondary is patchy in some spots, but that's how we thought about this past week, so we can't really take anything for granted.
All right. Good luck, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by. Up next is Blaine Barlow, running back. And Blaine, I think I got some information on you too in here. Blaine Barlow of Bucyrus. Yards per game, 74 yards per game, up the middle of the pack as far as rushing is concerned this year. So, you know, you're having a reasonably good year, 148 yards on the season so far. Did you know that?
I did.
You know that? Good. Good. So nothing wrong with that, buddy. Listen, talk to me a little bit about, you know, being a running back, first of all, and then talk to me a little bit about being a corner.
Being a running back, it's game on game because you're against different linemen every time. So if you're against tougher linemen, you're not going to have as good of a game as you
Kind of
are.
like last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Sinawah's defensive backs were definitely not as good as Dannville's, so it was a lot tougher of a game. And we didn't block the secondary level very well.
All right. So looking ahead to Northmor, what can you do to make it a little bit more positive?
Definitely run north and south a lot more. I
right.
ran a lot east and west last game.
All right. Well, you know, I noticed that you guys were going, and I got to see the first game. You guys were going to the corners. I just got to see the first half of the first game. You guys were going to the corners quite a bit and having some success with that.
I didn't really play corner at all.
No, I'm talking about off running the ball.
Running it outside.
Running the ball. You guys running were, you know, you guys were end around quite a bit.
Oh yeah, our outside blocks were really good, and that was where most of our success was from against Sinawah Valley.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about being a corner. You play corner?
I do play corner, but not very often.
But not very often? All right, so just you kind of work your way in and give guys a break, right?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck this week. Thanks for coming by. Cam Lewis is also here. Cam is a wide receiver and plays both safety and more recently linebacker. Cam, talk to me about being a wide receiver for the Redmen. You guys got a guy here to get the ball out to you.
It is, and it's my first year playing wide receiver this year because last year I was backup quarterback.
All right. And who's backup quarterback now?
It's Dylan Koppler.
All right, not you.
No.
Would you rather be wide receiver full time?
Most definitely.
All right. And have you had a chance to get some touches on the ball?
Yeah, first week I should have had a touchdown, but I didn't let it get through my hands.
All right.
But yeah, I've got a couple catches this year, and we have some good plays set up for me.
All right, good. Let's talk a little bit about defense, moving you from safety to linebacker. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. Northmor is a lot bigger than Dannville and Sinawah, so I definitely got to be prepared for that, and I got to get my head ready for the game.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. Going to be back. We'll talk to Coach a little bit about the Northmor Golden Knights. Details come up here in just one moment. The show brought to you by Blythe Friedley, Todd McDougal, Friedley and Company Insurance in New Washington. Ted Coder at Monarch Body Shop up in Dutchtown. The Ohio State University Marion, a Big Ten education close to home. Mike Kleinite, Ag Credit Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, Marion. Dr. Thomas M. Britton at Clubview Vision Center. Dr. Erica Schieber at Bucyrus Veterinary Service at 222 West Mary. And Lou Ann Krebs at River's Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing, and Signs, Route 309, right across from the Marion Depot. Coach, we were talking about Northmor. One of these guys said that Northmor's actually bigger than Dannville.
Oh yeah, they're really big up front on both sides of the ball. They have a lot of depth. Their skilled guys are really good.
What size of school is that now? Because
They're the same. They're D6 like we are.
they're getting more students though than they used to.
Yeah, oh,
They're
yeah,
becoming a bedroom community in Columbus.
I think so. They're probably becoming the school of choice in Morrow County, perhaps. I don't know, but they really have done a nice job with getting kids out, playing all the sports. Their facilities are awesome. They're just doing everything right now.
All right. So without giving the game plan completely away, what are we preparing?
Well, Northmore's the type of team that they're real consistent in what they do. They're fundamentally sound, and they're going to wait for you to make mistakes. So we have to limit the mistakes that we make, and we got to come out and play really hard on both sides of the ball. Be smart, be physical up front, and we have a style that we're best at, and we have to mix that in with what the other team gives us up front.
All right. Good luck this Friday evening. It's on the road at Northmor, right?
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
We'll look forward to getting a score positively on the phone board Friday night. Thanks so much, Coach.
All right.
We're up with the Winford Royals coming your way in just one moment on the Coach's Show Monday night from Pizza Hut on WQEL YouTube page.
You can come back.